Good evening, race fans. Welcome into the halfway point of the eNASCAR Road to Pro qualifying series. We head to the Great American Speedway, as they call it, Texas Motor Speedway here for round number 4 of 8. 100 laps around the D-shaped oval, 5 tire sets and 2 green-white checkers to settle it. And as always, here with my co-commentator in the booth tonight, Art. How we doing?
Oh, I love being at a future Bucky's parking lot.
Well, not Bucky's quite yet, but I do love Bucky's. Never been, heard great things. But we are here at Texas. Going to be the halfway point of the series tonight. As the field getting ready to roll off here this evening. Christopher Hill and Dylan Basin, your front row. Blake Neer, Daniel Nanny make up row number 2. As it'll be a full 34-car field here this evening.
Yeah, sad to not see any of our previous winners. No potential repeats on the season. They've either moved up or down in Road Pro.
We'll have that in the big-time sim racing. But all 34 drivers have gridded up, and we'll be taking the green flag here this evening. So we've seen a number of these drivers, though. They're out split number 3. And if not that, we've seen them in others races we do. Christopher M. Hill, seen him on Friday nights.
Elm and Smallwood. But as we're coming through 3 and 4, about to go green, what's your pick to win, or who's your pick to win?
Give me, from the 6th position, give me Trayton Lapsevich.
I'm going 9th position, Tommy Gossett.
Tommy Gossett, strong pick. We know he's got good long run speed, so we'll see what he can do here this evening. But it will be the 17 of Christopher M. Hill through the Geico restart zone, and we are underway here this evening. If they can make it through turns number 1 and 2 cleanly. Inside line with a good restart. Blake Neer will be picking up a position on the 16 of Dylan Bassan.
Almost 3 wide in some places.
No, turns 1 and 2 incredibly wide. Obviously don't want to use too much of that, though. Most of these trucks will be glued to the bottom tonight if they can handle it. If they've hit on that setup here this week. It's been a lot of hours, a lot of laps trying to do so, so we'll see what their teams can do. As you'll see, right around that first seam, a little below it. Trying to get those left side tires planted on that white line. Going to be hard to pass here tonight. These guys just have to stay patient over 100 laps. Maybe use a little pit strategy as well. Trying to get himself in front. Tell Seth Reeder that, though. He's already picked up 5 spots. Could be at the risk of those 4 Goodyear tires, though. Trying to make that outside line do anything.
Yeah, track position could be everything. You might be able to use these tires now, get ahead of the guys, and by the time that the tires start falling off, they can't get back around you.
Daniel Smallwood, he's up 3 spots, as is Dan Shamoon in the 24 machine. Side by side further back, though, your pick to win, Tommy Gossett. He's under some pressure from Mitchell Hunt. Our boy Petey Zeller hanging out back there. In the 8 machine, trying to make up some moves. But it will be pretty much single file all the way through. We expected this tonight here at Texas. Going to be very hard to pass, although it is possible. You saw Daniel Smallwood. He was up top, kind of hung out to dry, but he was able to work his way back to the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll settle into the 13th position. Big TV time. You'd love to see it further back, though. Ooh. Things getting a little racy here. Seth Reeder in the 18 of Raul Alvis. They were going at it down the back straightaway. The 18 has the preferred line out of turn number 4. And through the dog leg. The 18 truck will be into the 17th position. Robbie Vrabel Jr. and Daniel Nanny have swapped positions on the opening restart as well. Eddie Kerner, Craig Jansak did. Now that 18 truck, Raul Alvis picked up another spot, this time on Michael Venable. Trying to bring Seth Reeder with him. Obviously, you can see there, to get on that outside line, you're going to have to push the truck that much harder to keep up position.
Venable not trying to let him get by. He just starting to pinch him on the exit of the corner.
Brad Newman also.
You don't want to lose too much ground.
You can just see the 26 rolled the bottom of the corner there through the center of 3 and 4, and he'll pick up a position there. That is Ty Severa. Hamilton Akabueze also under pressure. I completely butchered the last name. I apologize. He got hung out to dry. Daniel Smallwood trying to pick up another spot here on the 14 machine of Caden Rush. Looks like he'll do so up into the 12th position. Next up for him would be Mitchell Hunt in the 10. You can see very wide, and they're using approximately a lane and a half. So that's just the nature of the beast.
We're about to be 3, potentially 3 wide.
Just as we said that, now they're 3 wide. The 5 actually will have to back out of that on the preferred line. Hamilton in the 1 truck, way up top. He's going to lose a couple positions on the front straightaway. I'll try and get the run off of that second lane down the back straightaway. Get a little bit of drafting help from that 18, but obviously the 5 with that preferred line. Going into 3 and 4, we expect him to slightly pull it back. The advantage, you can see, they're pretty much all drivers right on that white line. 30 out of 34 if I had to guess. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Solid estimate there. So this is where a digger cam would come into perfection right there. On the bottom side of the racetrack.
We get racy down the backstretch. Mitchell Hunt looking up under somebody. I believe that's Dane Shamoon.
Bringing Daniel Smallwood right with him. This is for last spot in the top 10. But you can see that if you get out of line, you could easily lose a multitude of positions. The 19 going to try and get back to the preferred line, though.
That's not even getting out of line. That's just these drivers fighting down the backstretch. You see them, like, take it real low, try and get a low entry, and just force the truck above them, like, up a lane.
Yeah, it's all about corner exit and trying to position yourself down the back straightaway, peek a nose up underneath your direct competitor. Daniel Smallwood, though, up 6 positions. Doing a very nice job in the 7 machine. Side by side further ahead, your pick to win. Tommy Gossett starting to make some moves. We know he's got the good long run speed. Ryko Performance driver. Off Eddie Kerner on that last lap. Now he'll have his sights set on my pick to win, Trayton Lapsevich, who has remained in the 6th position. But out front, it has been all Christopher M. Hill from the drop of the green flag. Blake Neer started in the 3rd position, got a good restart right with him, and was able to get around Dylan Bassan. These front 3 have pretty much hold service. About 4 car lengths separating your top 3. Robbie Vrabel, he's up 1 spot off of Daniel Nanny. Seventh, 8th, 9th, and 10th all right here.
Well, 2 wide for about 14th, 13th.
6 truck trying to take a peek. That'll open up an opportunity for Mitchell Hunt to maybe storm around the outside. We'll see what happens down here in turns number 1 and 2. And where Daniel Smallwood will elect to go. Mitchell Hunt going to send it off into turn number 1 and take that spot away. Power move there on the outside. Here's Daniel Smallwood with a good run off of turn number 2. Can he stick his nose in there? Trying to. Not going to be able to do so this time by. Here, a little bit of throttle control on corner entry to set the nose, and then pretty much full throttle all the way through the rest of the corner. Blasting down the front stretch at 180 miles an hour. Same thing in turns 1 and 2, a little bit of lift. Let the car get planted. And then on exit, try and make your move. Again, trying to stick his nose under there. Kerner will go down to block. Off the gearbox here of the 6 truck, see how close it gets. Only 1 car length separating these 2 drivers. About a 5th of the way through this race. You can see there that number 7 Chevy just closing ever so slightly down the back straightaway, not quite close enough to make a move yet.
I can't. It's so hard to read the YJ media on that hood. Just need a little lower.
There we go. Up to the sky. Got some action here right around mid-pack. This is just inside and outside of the top 20, side by side between the 1 and the 20. There's the 20 of Robbie Keneally trying to get something going on that high side. The 21 of Jared Torres trying to follow through this train of cars on the bottom side of the racetrack. We literally have passes all the way back down to 33rd position. Oh, we had a car in the wall. That was the 15 of Nate Trito on the front stretch. Let's see what happened. We just got a little bit loose. Up into the outside wall. Let's see if he got any help here. Just loose. 31 does not get into him. He just kept his foot planted. Huge right side damage, and then again getting into the outside wall. It'll be disastrous for that 15 of Nate Trito.
Yeah, no fast repairs in the Road to Pro qualifying series. That truck's probably not done for the day, but
gonna need a lot of help to pick up positions. Definitely not winning the race. I can say that with 100%.
Oh, he left.
Locked in a 34th position here for Nate Trito here this evening. Still 33 other positions up for grabs. Because he had just happened. 17 will just give that one up. It's potentially just a little bit better on that long run for the 16 Dylan Basin. The 17 of Christopher M. Hill. Side by side. Right here, the 24 and the 25. This is for 16th position. 26 will make a big move down to the inside. Kai Severa will have to fall back right in line. Then this is all happening just inside the top 20. Brad Newman going to pick up a spot. Contact almost made. It is going to be contact. Turn into the outside wall hard. Caution is out. And the 2 truck is destroyed. Oh my goodness. That was... I believe that was the 22 machine. Brandon Evans. This is going to reset everything.
We hit the quarter way through point.
Nothing the 22 could have done there. He might have been blessed by the net code. I don't see any damage on the front of that truck. But Brad Newman's race is over. This was with Robbie Keneally. Let's take another look at this. Through turns 3 and 4. On the back straightaway, the 2 with a big send. 20 kind of enters a little too high. And just, that was an interesting one there. Entered pretty high, I think came all the way back down. Obviously, the 2's going to come off the apron a little bit. He sent it in. But I'd say that's, I don't know.
Seems a little more like a racing incident in my book, but
yeah, because
it looks like he gets arrow. I think the 2 gets arrow loose from the 20 packing air on him, and that just brings him up.
Nails the apron ever so slightly. He's going to come up. That's never going to do anything for you. And they just kind of get hooked together there. That was all she wrote for the 2 truck. The 22 though, Brandon Evans, very lucky there. Who was that flew by him right there at the end? That was the 33 machine. Chris Jane, let's go on board with him. Awkward sight there, but realistically, Brad Newman out of the race, and Robbie Keneally going to have some significant damage to deal with the rest of the way. Dylan Basin was the winner off of pit road. Blake Neer and Robbie Vrabel round out your top 3. Christopher M. Hill lost 2 spots down to 4th.
I wonder if that's going to light a fire under Christopher M. Hill. Going to be one of the first times he's not in the front, too.
Absolutely. I'm going to be restarting on that outside line. Going to be coming back to green flag action here on lap number 29. My pick to win has entered the top 5 for the very first time this evening.
My pick to win is right there behind him.
Very nice. Pace car going to make that hard left turn down to pit road. We will be back underway here. Dylan Basin going to lead us down through the Geico restart zone. And we are back underway. Green flag back in the air. See Blake here immediately. Yep, got right down to the bottom. 17. Chris Hill trying to do the same thing. Bring the 9 of Trayton Lapsevich with him. Robbie Vrabel not wanting to get up track position if he can. Battle for the race lead. Side by side into turn number 3. Here comes the 29 of Blake Neer. Bringing Chris Hill right with him. Almost 3 wide behind him. Good move there from the 29 to take advantage on the restart. 2 by 2 behind these guys. Here comes Christopher M. Hill. Lowe saw that. Nice power move there. Slides right through. Back to the lead.
Took just over a lap, and that did. It lit a fire under him to get back to the front.
Side by side, right in front of Daniel Nanny. That is the 9 and the 11. Bobby Vrabel and Trey Lapsevich. But it's pretty much back to single file for the most part. Most of the restarts. Well, never mind. Here's the back half. Trying to get organized. Still, oh, the 26 loose. Ty Severa. Caused a little bit of a stack up there. It's Brad Newman. He is back out on track, 4 laps down. Heavily destroyed truck, though. We're just hoping
you
for
never
some more
know.
carnage. Yeah, just hoping to pick up every single spot he can. Yeah, like you said, these guys are going for it on the back straightaway. I believe that was Michael Venable and Seth Reeder going at it.
Yeah, I don't see this back half settling down for like the next 70 laps. They all know they're in a place they don't want to be right now, and they kind of start moving
Ben
forward.
Baffert trying to get a run off that high side. This is just right outside the top 20. Jared Torres and Hamilton in the 1 truck trying to make that outside lane work. Brad Newman back in. Brandon Evans doesn't look to be slowed down at all from that damage that he did not receive, luckily. Still battling away in the 28th position. That's 4 wide directly ahead of him. Robbie Keneally, the 32 and the 4. Justin Lowry. Sander Leitoff, I believe. Making his debut in split number 3, and he was 4 wide at Texas down the back straightaway. I said that the best way that I could. That is from the Netherlands, so I gave it my best shot.
Hey, we just gotta be making guesses.
Educated guess is the best kind of guess. Daniel Nanny trying to hold off Eddie Kerner behind him.
Yeah, but is a Georgia educated guess the best guess?
Well, I don't know. Who even knows? Now things have somewhat calmed down. Now we said that they were 4 wide. Ever so slightly started to calm down in this back half of the field. Ooh, that got tied off in turn number 4. With Justin Lowry and Brandon Evans, 26th and 27th.
There's Brad M. Newman.
To be honest, he got that thing very quicker than I thought he would. Considering the smoke pouring out of the back of that 2 truck. 24 of Dan Shamoon making a move. Garrison Hogan coming right with him on the bottom side of the racetrack. Almost putting those left side tires down into the grass. Your biggest mover at this point in the race is Seth Reeder. He's into the 12th position, up 10 spots from where he started. Single file pretty much through the entire field. As they seem to have calmed down ever so slightly. And they are just wrapping the bottom side of the racetrack. It's actually a decent camera shot. It tells you just exactly where you need to be.
At this point, we're now just kind of waiting for green flag pit stops. And we'll really see some shuffling.
Absolutely. We've seen green flag pit stops to be the undoing of a number of drivers throughout the first 3 races, especially at Atlanta 2 weeks ago. This packed together and it's completely single file, all pitting from the bottom lane. We can expect it to potentially be chaotic yet again. Got some action further back in the pack. Might be just outside of the top 10 here. Michael Venable getting passed by the 34 machine of Lane Graves. And Caden Rush was able to pick up a spot there as well in the 14. A little bit further back, here comes...
Ooh, they are throwing some big meaty blocks down the backstretch at the back.
Dan Shamoon making a move there on the 24. Excuse me, the 24 of Dan Shamoon making a move. Ben Bafford trying to get up to this group as well to break inside the top 20. Dede Zeller trying to make a run. We are approaching the halfway point. Only one caution, a 2-car incident involving Robbie Keneally and Brad Newman. Nate Trito out of the race after hitting the wall all on his own on the front stretch. The Pulsator continues to lead. Gap is 4 car lengths back to Blake Neer. Somebody, wow, that's Brad Newman, way up out of the way. It's going to get things a little out of position though down the back stretch. But he's just running laps, trying to pick up every possible point, hoping that someone, hopefully more than one, wrecks. It's kind of risky, though, obviously, staying on the racetrack that much slower. Especially when they're going to catch you. Because they're going to come up from the bottom to run the top on the backstretch. It could be kind of risky.
Hey, as long as you let them know and you are predictable, it can be very easy. All it takes is one driver to pull a Bubba Wallace and just immediately leave the sim.
That's true. Eddie Kerner, Daniel Nanny going side by side on board here with Mitchell Hunt. Go down into turn number 1. Tommy Gossett leading this group. They're about 6/10 off from the lead pack. Eddie Kerner trying to bring Mitchell Hunt and Daniel Smallwood with them.
I don't know if they're trying to, but they are.
Daniel Nanny
Smallwood might be stuck on the high side now.
Way out of the groove. Almost up 2 grooves, which is not really what you want to see. He might have a spot in back behind the 19 if he wants it. Oh, car brushed the wall there. That might have been Dylan Basin in the 16, I believe. That 7 machine. Daniel Smallwood currently the only one stuck up on that high side. Seth Reeder definitely not going to give it to him. We know he wants to pass as many trucks as possible.
Ooh, the 30 truck is loose.
Mitchell Hunt, Daniel Nanny. That's going to be a 3 wide opportunity here, potentially. Going to scatter down the back straightaway. This is going to get very interesting. 3 wide on corner entry. Oh, contact made again. They sort it out for now. Don't know how they managed to hold on to those trucks. Caden Rush probably got first class view of that. Was just praying that they didn't wreck. He had the 34 right behind him. Yeah, it's definitely scattered this group up again. 2 by 2. 3 or 4 rows deep. Smallwood still trying to fight back on that high side. He just needs to get around Mitchell Hunt in the 10. Almost had an opportunity to slide down in front of Craig Janzak.
He's just going to kind of force himself now at this point.
They all pitted on lap 26. So they've had a lot of laps on these tires, so could potentially just run it hard to the end, try and get some track position before green flag pit stops. Smallwood able to get back in line. Good work there on that outside line. Further up ahead, the 9, Trayton Lapsevich. Under pressure from the 11 of Robbie Vrabel Jr. He had just gotten passed for third by Dylan Basin. He'll just give that position up. Your top 2, though, gaps closing yet again. Blake Neer showing really good speed on this long run. Got the gap down. 4/10 to 2/10. Let's take a look here. What happened to
Robbie Keneally?
Yeah, lap 49, last lap. The 24, very loose contact with Hamilton.
Oh, he kind of
he just overcorrected.
And immediately all F4s before the caution comes out.
Let's take another look at that. That was kind of a multi-pronged incident here. I believe we said that was the 34 getting loose. Just was that netcode or what?
Definitely a little bit of netcode between him and the 1 machine.
But you can tell he's pinching a little bit, but obviously he's worried from that 34 truck. Excuse me, that is the 24 of Dan Shamoun. But yeah, he definitely pinched the 1 there about as hard as he could. And you know what they say about that? You pinch, you pay. And he just couldn't hold on to it hard into the outside wall and disconnects from the race. Battle for the race lead. Here comes Blake Neer to the inside, though. Lap number 53. 29 on the bottom, 17 on the outside, just like we saw last time. Christopher M. Hill going to give that spot up. Not a whole lot of fighting for it. He's in a great position right now. While all of that was going on, Chris James had a moment, lost the pack. But up at the front, though, 3 cars under a blanket. Here comes Dylan Basin for second. 16 on the 17. 17, again, just makes that little arc, gives the spot away.
Trying to cross him over. He was looking up under him. He might do into 3.
Will stay in line. Notice he just falls off a little bit quicker than those around him. Obviously still a great run for this 17, highest running Toyota. Jared Torres is going to be the first man on pit road. 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a full tank of Sunoco racing fuel, so we expect this to kind of set the strategy. Should see others around him come in very quickly. Daniel Smallwood and Craig Jansak going at it. This is for 9th. So the only 33 machine, Chris James, has lost the pack. The 21 of Jared Torres just came into pit. Brad Newman on pit road. Coming to 40 to go almost. Already past halfway. Eddie Kerner under some pressure from Mitchell Hunt for 7th. Caden Rush has joined the battle for 10th. Brad Newman, if he does 10 more laps, will pick up 32nd spot on Robbie Keneally. That's why he's still out there.
Yeah, no reason to pull it in now.
You have an easily obtainable spot, might as well take it. Side by side here. For 16th, Raul Alvis and the 12 machine of Daniel Nanny. Mitchell Hunt was able to get by Eddie Kerner there. interesting to see where Jared Torres ends up cycling through. His last lap was a 30.28. Last lap for your race leader, Blake Neer, in clean air was a 31.7. So quickest man on the racetrack by far is this 21 of Jared Torres. Obviously, he's going to suffer a little bit towards the end of the stint, but it is a short-term gain, long-term loss. Yes, I pulled that out from the cars, as Daryl Cartrip likes to say.
Daryl Cartrip.
You know you love cars. Don't even...
Oh, caution!
Oh, and just as we said that...
Everything hurts. Oh, they're scattered around.
I thought Jared Torres was in it, but he was not the cause of that. Oh, he does get right side damage, though. Oh, is that net code? It is. He gets net coded here from the 28. What is that? When does that damage show up for him? Oh, man. But I believe that is the 24. We saw him get a little loose. Oh, and that's not his fault, though. Again, no one else really involved. Let's take another look at that. That is the 23 machine of Sam Adams. I love what you did for our country all those years ago, but you did bring out... Oh, yeah, he could see him fighting the wheel there. Very loose down on the bottom of the racetrack. Just going to slide up into the 24, left rear him. The 31, how about it? Hunter Johnson. Let's take a look at this. Great use of the brakes there, my boy. You're just very loose on that 20. He's going to come up and get Shamoun. Great use of the brakes there from Hunter Johnson. And let's take a look here at what happened to Jared Torres. Where does he pick up this damage? Yes. Rejoin. Take a look at it, though.
He says, the bump right there, I got some this week from Cody Porter in chat. I believe that one right there.
Oh,
on the entrance of the infield.
He had just come out on fresh tires, was the quickest man on the racetrack. You hate to see that. Has to take a hard left. Same thing with the 28 to make evasive maneuvers. And that should be that dreaded 13.5 seconds. Aaron Smith appears to get lucky there. But that will be unfortunately even worse for Jared Torres, is he's going to be the unlucky recipient of getting screwed. Caution came out, but he had an incident, so he's going to have to take the wave around, I believe, with the 1X. But Dan Shamoun still in, trying to fix any damage that he might have. Sam Adams didn't have to spend any extended time on pit road. I believe 36 to go when we get back to green racing here.
He can do math.
Yeah,
went to college for 4 years for numbers.
Uh-huh. So Jared Torres had to take the wave around, was not able to come in and pit with the rest of these guys. Thank you for that, Braden.
Is that supposed to be readable?
I certainly, I can't doxic... Yeah, alright, well, something like that. There we go. There we go. That's that 1 second timeout. Big. Put him in his place. Yeah, so Jared Torres got kind of commentator's curse there. Yeah, wave around, have to drop to the back of the field. So we like to call that in the industry a skill issue there, Braden. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Skill issue. Oh, he definitely has.
Certified skill issue. You could say something productive about the race, potentially. You know. "31 cars on the lead lap, 32 on track" is Brad Newman. Let's Still going to be on track here trying to pass Robbie Keneally. But Blake Neer will get us back under green flag action on lap 65. So they were 2x2, but it delayed the green potentially. Not sure what happened there. Turn left, right pedal. There you go. See, that's the constructive stuff we're looking for here.
We don't need to do that, though. I'm not turning left.
Daniel Bigwood. Daniel Smallwood currently in the 9th position, up 7 spots. Garrison Hogan is your big mover down in 17th. He's up 9.
Hey, PDJ Zeller up, I believe, 5.
He's starting to make some moves here, able to avoid some of that chaos. This felt like an exceptionally long caution for Texas for a single car spin.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, we're just going to implement ARC rules. We're not doing cautions anymore. They're not
God,
needed.
I wish.
If it's not needed, it's not important.
You get turned, you get turned. Live with the consequences of your actions, even if it was someone else's actions. Go get them back.
Blake Neer gets us back underway here, lap 65. Yeah, to set the field of the 70 best oval drivers on the surface, I think you got to be able to just drive through X and not brake. I think that's a certified skill that you need to have. Front 3, single file. Robbie Vrabel and Eddie Kerner are going to be going side by side here. As the field powers up to speed. What a block further back. My goodness. Let them know how you feel. The 25 of Michael Venable says, you're not getting past me. He might end up getting turned for that. That was a I don't respect you in the slightest kind of block. Oh my goodness. All the way down to the white line on the apron. Look at Craig Janzak. He's trying to make a move here. 3 wide.
3 wide?
Say that a lot at Texas. They make it through though. 14 of Caden Rush gets a little loose. Flies up. Yeah, after all that, though, I will say, if you're going to throw that kind of a block, you can't lose the position. Because Daniel Nanny got around in the next lap anyways. So that's kind of tough.
Well, I thought I'd rather lose the position than lose my truck. I feel like that's the other option there.
He got guys way down to the inside here. That was the 31 of Hunter Johnson. Let's take another look at what he did there. Don't know if that was just loose or what. He was just, what in the world?
Ooh, he almost hooked Justin Levine.
Well, all that was going on. We kind of had a bit of a battle there for third. It kind of cooled down. Dylan Basin was able to get around Christopher M. Hill for second.
Daniel Smallwood pushing Craig Janzak up the hill.
I'm going to put him in 9th, bringing the 26 Ty Severa right with him. The Astros lose on opening day. Imagine that.
Strikeout swinging by Yanier Diaz with a runner on first.
Hate to see it. Now the 19 stuck up on that outside.
Ooh, big old blocks by Eddie Kerner.
Eddie Kerner said, not today. I know you got the run, but I will block you all the way into the inside wall. Trayton Lapsovich, you're not going anywhere, but he might get by it just a corner later. Let's see here. And he's going to send it around the outside. Doesn't want to have to be held up ever again by that 6 machine. What a block. Let's see if he blocks again. Here comes the 10. Mitchell Hunt trying to make a move. 30 laps to go when they come off of turn 4 to complete this lap. It is Been the Blake Neer show after the halfway point of this race. Christopher M. Hill dominating large portions of the first half.
When do you think it all breaks loose? When do you think, these drivers start really going for it?
We still have 30 laps to go. It'll be 29 next time.
We still have Daniel Smallwood, sending it to the, below the apron, trying to get under people.
With 30 laps left on these tires, I still think you might see a couple more laps of relative peace and quiet before things start to get really hectic. Obviously, we know how hard it is to pass here, but you might see guys just outside the top 10 try and pick up some big points. Obviously, race number 4 of 8 here this evening. The urgency is going to start picking up in general. We expect to see some guys try and force the issue here. Raul Alves, Michael Venable. This is for 15th. A lot of guys further back trying to pick up spots. Garrison Hogan, he's up 9. Ty Severa's up 8. Daniel Smallwood's up 8. Aaron Smith is up 10. And what is the most noticeable truck on the track. Chris James is up 5. Brandon Evans is up 3, as is P.D. Zeller. On board here with Daniel Smallwood, you can see the leader from all the way back in 8th. It's 1.7 seconds. Pretty much all the way single file, all the way back down to, what is that? Right around Michael Venable again, the 18 pulled out of line. And just behind him, Justin Levine, Sam Adams going side by side through the dog leg. Sander Niehoff.
Michael Venable and Garrison Hogan going back and forth. They are not giving each other an inch right now.
25 laps to go. Pay window starting to open. And of note, Brad Newman was able to get around Robbie Keneally. Seeing as he is 24 laps behind the next person, we expect him to park it, and he did. Officially out of the race in the 32nd position. 31 spots still up for grabs, all on the lead lap. Jared Torres with that right side damage in those older tires, though. I'm hoping for at least one more caution and get reset with everybody else. .24 laps to go. The gap is 2 car lengths between first and second, 2 car lengths between second and third, 3 car lengths separating third and fourth. Solid efforts from our picks to win here tonight. Tommy Gossett for Art sitting 4th. Trayton Lapsevich sitting 5th.
If only those were picks to finish top 5, they'd be looking good. I mean, they can still make moves,
They're doing better than most of our picks to win have done this season.
I believe 2 weeks ago, both our picks got wrecked out. We had to make new picks.
Yes, we did. Ben Bafford trying to make a move around the outside of that 32 truck. The 31. Hunter Johnson making a move on Hamilton. 22 laps to go. Pretty want to slide up the racetrack. Crossover territory there for the one if he wants it. Smallwood and Eddie Kerner going side by side. Dude, that was Robbie Vrabel going side by side with Smallwood, who's stuck on the outside, bringing Mitchell Hunt right along with them. Maybe not. Not a lot of drafting help there for Vrabel. How hard do you want to eat these tires up? 21 laps to go. Man has 2 accounts. Braden Carroll 1 and Braden Carroll.
I believe that's exactly what he's done on Discord when he lost the password. What?
Smallwood trying to get back in line. Will be able to do so just barely. The 26 going to try and make a move. Ty Severa. Here comes Mitchell Hunt. No longer able to get back in line. Side by side again. This is heavy battling just inside the top 10. Gap between your race leaders, though, 1.5 car lengths. '29 Blake Neer has led since the lap 61 restart.
There is a truck going around.
And caution is out on the speedway. I believe that was Daniel Nanny. The 30 machine. Let's take a look. Oh, him and the 18 getting together. That's going to be big damage for several drivers. Initial contact between him and the 18 of Raul Alves. The 18 just going to get in that left rear. 25 not able to apply the brakes in time. Multiple car accident here. Garrison Hogan, I believe, kind of kicks off a chain reaction. Well, a 25 was going to hit him anyways, I think. But 4 cars involved here just outside the top 10. So huge
this is
points
gonna
lost
be a
there.
fun one.
So if you're Daniel Nanny, that is absolutely heartbreaking. Qualified all the way up in the top 10 here this evening. You can see here the 18 makes a big send. He shows low entering the corner. And then just continuing. He's trying to arc down right in front of him. And it's just the slimmest of margins here. Mid-corner, 18 has more speed, and he's just going to get instantly turned around.
It's
25.
going to be like a 15-lap shootout on fresh tires.
That'll give Jared Torres new life. Tough break there for the 18. Daniel Nanny and the 25 as well. Michael Venable has a strong race going all night. He's got some dreaded front end damage here with about, like we said, 15 laps to go. At least 15 laps to go when we get back to green. See if the lights go out on the pace car this time by or not. Looks like it'll be 14 to go when we get back to green flag racing. Both Raul Alves and Daniel Nanny able to beat the pace car out. They will still be on the lead lap, trying to fix as much damage as they can. Because now they know that things are definitely going to pick up. The intensity is going to ramp up yet again.
Yeah, I highly doubt that will be our last caution of the night. What little room drivers were giving each other throughout the race is definitely gone now.
4 fresh tires. 14 laps to go. Restarts are the best chance to make up moves here. Things are going to pick up. Tommy Gossett 4th. Trayton Lapsevich 5th. Just need a couple more spots to make us look like certified geniuses. I love that they know where to be, though. They get lined up. side by side before iRacing tells them to.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Odds inside line, evens outside line.
Right, but I'm saying you never see that in officials, but these guys trying to become.
Well, yeah, you try and line up on the outside of someone in an official, and they'll just come up and door you. Be like, "No, you're not supposed to."
Yeah. But these guys
It's a lap
obviously
early.
taking their talents to the next level, potentially, if they can finish in the top 70 in points. Nice route on top of the pace car. You can see Daniel Nanny, Michael Venable, just trying to fix as much damage as possible. Obviously, the front end damage going to be a killer to their race. They're not going to get it all fixed, even if we get multiple more cautions, but just trying to get it to potentially something manageable. There are still 31 cars on the lead lap, 29 in working condition. We'll see.
I can't wait for our picks to wins to be jinxed now that we have late race cautions.
We'll see what Garrison Hogan, excuse me. 25, where'd he end up? I guess he did come back down as well. Yeah, so they all did come back down. He originally stayed out, but so the 3 involved in that last wreck all came down. But look at Blake here. He's going to go very early. Trying to get a jump. This will allow Chris Hill to settle into second. We know the 17's got really good short run speed. Might even make a move down into turn number 1. He thinks better of it.
One this is going to hurt the most is Tommy Gossett. Currently stuck him on the high side. No drafting help right now.
Made it through turns number 1 and 2 cleanly. Business is picking up. We see blocks being thrown, moves being made. Daniel Smallwood trying to get underneath Eddie Kerner. The 19 gets shoved out of the way. Caden Rush coming right on through. Up at the front. Yeah, under a car length. 13 laps to go. What's up, Digging Like Dale? Tuned in for the best part of the show. Your name is very appropriate for what these 31 drivers on track are doing. We know it's hard to pass, but we're going to see them certainly try to do so. Three-car breakaway at the front thus far. Tommy Gossett trying to claw back, get back into that fight.
Fighting him.
Quickest man on the racetrack was Dylan Basin, only driver to crack the 29s. 29.9 that lap. Blake near response, 29.95. So 2 drivers have dipped into the 29-second bracket this race. 3 drivers separated by 3 car lengths. Coming to 10 laps to go. Truck in the wall further back. I believe that was the 10 of Mitchell Hunt. 3 wide.
Oh, and they're running each other up the hill.
The 5 runs the 10 up the wall. Ooh. Caution out on the racetrack.
I believe that's for something in the back.
Brandon Evans has jumped to pit road. Just further back in the pack, trying to block Jared Torres. And just gonna get junked. And put it out. That'll end his night. Like we said, the intensity gonna pick up. You pinch, you pay, you block, you might just get turned. He kind of got pinched on the exit from the 33. The 21 has the run. 22's coming down to block. 21 just sends it off in there. And that's all she wrote for Brandon Evans. Pretty straightforward right there. Nobody else involved. So that'll give us 30 cars on track, all on the lead lap.
It's going to be about 5 or 6 to go, I believe.
So the only one to take advantage of that, other than the cars that have already received damage, was Chris James. You hate to see it.
We can't be saying things like that. We got to be unbiased.
To be fair, I haven't gone through the effort yet of going through that Road to Pro chart and even putting these guys on a team yet, because I have no idea if Chris James is currently on Hype Force Esports. I know there's a giant list, but third split changes every week, so I don't know who to bother to look for. But there is a giant team list, and for the second half of Road to Pro, we will have that. So, yes, we are. Viewers can say anything. We don't necessarily agree. But obviously, the 3 trucks that were damaged, Raul Alvis, Michael Venable, Daniel Nanny going to come down, fix the damage. Chris James is trying to take advantage of 4 fresh tires. You got really nothing to lose if you're sitting back here around 25th position. Get another restart here. .30 trucks all on the lead lap. Be restarting with 6 laps to go. Smallwood has made it all the way up to the 6th position. You restart on that outside, though. Your biggest mover is Garrison Hogan, up 15 spots. Other big movers include Daniel Smallwood up 10, Ty Severa up 11, Seth Reeder up 8, Sam Adams up 12, Justin Lowry up 8, Hunter Johnson up 10, and Aaron Smith up 11. Smallwood's looked very good. Might not have the utmost race-winning speed, but he has fought hard on that outside line numerous times tonight, putting himself in a position to win. This is the best track position he's had all night. We'll see what he can do with it. Got a driver update, Redemption. Who you choosing? I have an idea, though. Give me Daniel Smallwood on board for this restart. You got it. Taco Bell. Final answer. Locking it in.
Taco Bell.
What kind of guess is calamari? Corbin?
Randy, pay the man.
I like that bet. Corbin said calamari. Corbin, you pay him $100 for an awful guess. Yeah, but we did, though. Mid guess at best.
Of course you like weird things, Corbin.
Oh, Corbin. On board here with Daniel Smallwood. I still haven't filed taxes yet. I got about 2 weeks to do that. Really haven't even asked my boss for my W-2 yet. Kind of awkward. Should probably get on that.
Y'all are paying taxes?
You don't have a job, so... Yeah.
I don't abide by the government's rules.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to guess your Taco Bell order.
See, Art, you would be the man to do that, though. You have a vibe for that.
But I get all the cheap stuff, so I know about the cheap stuff. I don't look at like the quesarito and stuff like that.
Smallwood going to be restarting in 6th here. Again, Blake Muir goes pretty early on the restart. See what happens down here into turn number 1. Side by side with Trayton Lapsevich. Tommy Gossett just ahead of him. He's going to get down to the bottom. It could be huge for Smallwood. Pretty smooth on those inputs. Thank you, Kirby, for that insight. Got a send it off down into turn number 3. Coming to 5 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. Gossett going to be able to slide back in line as well. Smallwood to the inside of Gossett, potentially down the back straightaway.
Well, they're 3. They're all
everyone just moving. Eddie Kerner's making moves. 26, Ty Severa. The 11, Robbie Vrabel. The 12 almost into the back of the 14. Battle for the race lead. 4 laps to go. Blake Neer trying to hold on. 17 trying to get a run through the middle of the corner. Tote goes up half a lane higher to get the runoff on the exit. Dylan Basin waiting if something happens. Coming to 3 laps to go. Are you content with second? Do you need a first? Every position matters.
I think the bumper's going to be used on that final lap.
Bumper used at Texas. We're going 185 miles an hour.
A win's a win, brother. That last lap cautions do not come out.
That lap, though, through turns 1 and 2, Blake Neer strong, getting the gap up to a car length and a half. Down the back straightaway, though, Christopher M. Hill trying to close. Had to get out of the gas there midway through the corner. Smallwood up high.
Mason going for it. Mason's going to have P2 into 1 and 2.
That's all Blake Neer needs to see in his rearview mirror. Obviously, Christopher M. Hill was given that spot up earlier in the race, but not now. Can't afford to do so. Side by side for second. He gained a 10th on corner exit. Christopher Hill fights back. He's got one more shot at it. Gap will be 1.5 car lengths coming to the white flag. Race will be official. Look at Tommy Gossett. Oh, he's going to make contact with Basin.
Oh, Bason's up under Hill.
Side by side for second again. Blake Neer. That's all he's going to need. This top 5 hard into the wall for Trayton Lapsevich. They squabbled over second, not going to be able to get first as a result. Blake Neer dominant in the second half. Started third through 3 and 4. Going to come home a winner tonight here in round number 4. That was an exciting finish. Caden Rush off track. Ooh, that was...
Trayton Lapsevich and other drivers like going at it across the line.
That was a very exciting
What
finish.
A race for Lapsevich to be able to come home P8 with that damage. Like he deserves more from that, but hey,
he nailed the outside.
Could have been so much worse.
Could have been your 31st place finisher. Let's take a look here at that finish there. Caden Rush had a run off of turn number 4. Yeah, that was Lapsevich destroying the outside wall. Came down to block. Just trying to hang on to the finish. Side by side him between here and the 11. The 11 going to be able to sneak by the 14 there. Practically a photo finish. And how about Daniel Smallwood, huh? Coming home P6. But big congratulations from Blake Neer, burning it down. The only Ford inside the top 15. And there goes the engine. Probably going to need that in 2 weeks. Got plenty of time to get another one, though. That was a very exciting finish, though. All things considered, I know hard to pass. Christopher M. Hill couldn't quite get there, but they were pushing him hard from behind. Dylan Basin, Tommy Gossett. They were all going for it. Had a couple of wrecks, nothing too serious. So hopefully we won't be seeing anything embarrassing from this split on Twitter post-race. Let's bring up your race results here one more time. tonight from Texas Motor Speedway. Blake Neer just over a tenth of a second over Christopher M. Hill. Dylan Basin rounds out your podium here this evening. Eddie Kerner rounds out the top 5. Caden Rush rounds out your top 10. The biggest mover tonight, I believe, was Garrison Hogan down in the 13th position. Picked up 13 spots. Not a bad run from him tonight at all. As we scroll through the rest of the results here, hopefully your favorite driver was on that first page or near the top of the second page. 29 drivers ended up finishing on the lead lap. Raul Alves went a lap down there in those last couple of laps. But all the way down to Nate Trito, who only was able to complete 19 laps here this evening. Brad Newman and Robbie Keneally getting involved in a couple of incidents themselves. And then Brandon Evans bringing out our last caution of the night. All right, your final thoughts here from Texas.
Being fan of the Buc-ee's parking lot race tonight, to be honest. Like it was single file throughout for a lot of it, but those final 10 laps were very fun.
And let's go get an interview real quick. We'll sign off tonight with words from Daniel Smallwood. How about that? Go see if he's available.
Fuck yeah, Charles!
Wait, whoa. Broadcast.
They can't talk. Fuck. We gotta go up to.
Hello, Daniel Smallwood. A fantastic run from you tonight. Up 10 spots, ended up coming up in the 6th position.
Yeah, I mean, we struggled a lot, but hey, at the end of the day, I got the best team that will around me, and I can't be more thankful for it.
Absolutely. How would you describe these first 4 races for you here in round number 1?
They've been crapshoots, and then we finally get to a sort of a track you can actually control your own destiny at, and we didn't have the best setup, but we had the best team, and we refused to quit, and obviously that showed it tonight.
Absolutely. You were very racy, able to fight hard on that outside line multiple times, so a well-earned 6th place for you here tonight for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Usually you can't do it here, and I just had enough speed where I guess I could pinch them and they would struggle, and I just could roll it.
Absolutely. Well, looking good out there tonight. What do you got for them in 2 weeks as we head to somebody can hopefully fill me in on that?
Bristol, baby!
Oh, Bristol. That's going to be a good one.
I really think if we can obviously we don't have the setup or not. Bristol's my favorite track, so I'm really excited for that. Hopefully we're also going to put in a lot of work, but just come out the best piece we can and get a clean finish.
Absolutely. Well, a clean finish is really all that you can ask for Bristol, so we'll just have to see. But a well-earned 6th place here tonight. Petey Zeller, your take on things from the 24th position. Got better as the night went on, though.
Yeah, that's definitely a positive. But I was running last a lot of the night. I hadn't ran in a track this hot all week, and was just really not ready for it. So I struggled quite a bit. By the end of the race, I kind of figured it out and was able to recover to about 24th. But certainly disappointing, because I could tell the express truck was a lot faster than that.
Absolutely, but able to avoid all the nonsense out there tonight, though. Came home in one piece, and just got to build on the little things as we head into the second half here.
Certainly, next week we're going to the only short track, Bristol, and the only reason I have the I rating I do is because of short track. So I feel like that's kind of my week to go out there and do what I do. But yeah, it's been a learning experience so far. It's been a lot of fun. Glad to see Smallwood and a lot of the Express guys get good finishes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, y'all definitely deserve it. I know y'all put in the work, and y'all look good out on track, certainly. So looking forward to seeing what y'all can do here in 2 weeks at Bristol.
Yep, I want to say I appreciate you guys for broadcasting and sponsoring us. You guys do a great job, and I love going back and watching the replays.
Of course, it was
a
very entertaining race tonight out, all things considered, with the Buc-ee's parking lot. So, appreciate your time as always, fellas.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so that is the final words there from our guys, from the Express Esports guys, Daniel Smallwood, Petey Zeller. Alex Link, Cody Porter do a lot of work behind the scenes for them. So love being a part of it.
And I should say, if you want to be, if you want to potentially get an interview, like, you could always join our Discord, and I'll set up some chats that people could, vibe in to, be after the race.
I was muted. That's unfortunate. Yeah, very unfortunate.
You're talented.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is Third Split putting on a good show. Join the Discord if you want some post race interviews. Need more perspectives. Um, Third Split did a really nice job as they've always done, and looking forward to seeing hopefully some of them make it to top 70. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the Rod Kart Truck Tour, 8 p.m. Eastern. Gonna crown a champion there, and then back Monday night for the Affinity Racing Series at Charlotte. Absolutely, Corey. You got the right mindset. Coming up on Rod Kart Race Day. Looking forward to that tomorrow night. Y'all take care, and hopefully we'll see you there.